So Stories of Activism is a collaboration between local activists and the Department of History at the University of Sheffield to try and record and tell the history of activism in Sheffield since around 1960. We were very conscious that a lot of these histories and stories, very rich stories, were in danger of being lost, so we wanted to try and document them, record them, and help to inspire new generations of people with those stories. We also wanted to try and open up those archives and bring them to life, and so we've worked with Ignite Imaginations to try and do something creative and inspiring with the materials that we've collected. So we ran recently 3 public workshops on different themes. The first workshop was to do with political activism, and we used some of the papers of the Hunters Bar Against Poll Tax campaign to get people to think a little bit about activism, political activism in the late 80s, early 90s. We ran a second workshop which was about labour and trade union rights, which drew on some of the material we have on the miners' strike and other labour activism in Sheffield and in the region, and then people used that to create some badges voicing some of their own political thoughts and ideas for the contemporary situation. The third workshop was focusing on feminist and gender rights and sexuality, and we used the Wildcat Collection of feminist art and cards that were deposited in Sheffield archives. Now, the Wildcat company was a feminist art collective who produced some great visual art and cards and posters in the late 80s and early 90s in Sheffield. And we got members of the public to look at those cards, to feel inspired about some of the images and the messages, and then to create postcards of their own. So we put all this material together, the badges, the posters, some of the photographs that we've taken of the collections, some of the stories, and we created an exhibition in the Winter Gardens in the centre of Sheffield, which we displayed on the 8th of May 2015 to allow the public to get a sense of what we've been doing.